you a knitter or crocheter who is feeling the stress of the looming holiday gift-giving deadlines? If you are, I've created a free planner, one specifically for knitters, one specifically for crocheters. I'm Elizabeth, Canadian children's book author and designer of crochet and knit character hats made to express your playful side. It's the most wonderful time of the year for most, but if we've chosen as knitters and crocheters to take on more projects than we physically have time to make, it could be a little bit overwhelming. That's why I've created a 2019 holiday planner journal for my knitters and my crocheter friends. I want you to have a peaceful feeling as you're enjoying the process of making and slow it down. Remember why you wanted to make a handmade gift and really have a happy holiday making season. If you're feeling overwhelmed, let's take a moment to organize yourself. First, I want you to look at how many projects you've committed yourself to make, and based on your deadline, consider, is it reasonable to actually get done? Next, you're going to want to print out the planner and consider if the deadlines are reasonable, if you actually have enough physical time to do them, or if you've just overwhelmed yourself. Once you evaluate this, we're going to go on to the next step. Assuming that you have culled it down to be able to actually meet your deadlines, and we're going to make things happen. Now that we've set our deadlines, let's prioritize the order that we're going to make them. If you have ones that are more important, obviously you're going to want to do those first. If they are all equally important, why don't you pick a couple of easy wins and do some easier projects so that you feel accomplished and motivated to continue. My own personal experience is I have a rather large, potentially large hand-making, gift-giving list to make from. And I have done this. I've made everybody on my list something handmade, and those are the years that I completely burnt myself out and I couldn't pick up a hook or knitting needles for many, many months afterwards, which as a crafter, that's actually a little bit disheartening. And then following years, based on this experience, I didn't want to make, so nobody got anything. I want to find for you a happy medium so that you don't have to go through this. Sometimes we get so focused on checking things off our list, we forget to enjoy the process of making something with our hands and filled with love, which is probably the reason that we originally decided to make handmade gifts in the first place. For this reason, I included a journal section of the planner where you can reflect on how you enjoyed making the pattern, if you'd make it again, and you even get to give it a rating. And if you're so inclined, I've given you a section so you can include a photo of your finished item. So if you want to make it in the future, you have a guideline of your project. I can hear you now. Where can I find this planner and journal? I need it. I need it to help me get through the holidays. Well, I've put it in the announcements and the files section of the Ruthless Crafters Facebook group. And I did this strategically because often when we have looming deadlines and we've taken on a little bit more than we can chew, we feel really isolated and stressed out, and maybe you can't share your gift when it's done with the person because you haven't given it to them yet. So what I want to do is build in our community the opportunity for you to ask questions along the way. We're international, so pretty much any time of day, if you post a question, you will get a response to it from one of the really helpful group members. And don't you want to share it when you're done, that you've accomplished it? You can drop that photo in the group and we're gonna be there to support you and give you our feedback if you want it, or just congratulate you on a job well done. I can't wait to see you in the group and get to know you better. And until next time, happy stress-free knitting and crocheting, and may the yarn be with you.